I'm back from my other video. I don't know. Super long. I'm sorry that it's super long. I just go on a rant and it just takes me wherever it is, and then I get sidetracked, and you know, dude, I'm trying. It's my second video. This one I'm gonna cut off 10 minutes, so I'm gonna make it nice and short and sweet and all that shit. This is about me looking on the light of relationships currently right now. I'm not gonna try to name names. Definitely not gonna name drop. Trying my best not to name drop. Move my seat because it's uncomfortable. Currently, right now, I'm in a really confusing position. I honestly don't know what I'm doing with relationships. I end up flirting with, like, everyone of the opposite sex. For all you people fucking questioning. I don't know. Like, what am I gonna do? Bad relationships? I take breaks. I'm single for years. Like, most I've ever been single was, like, 5 years. And then after that, relationship. Then boom, another, like, 2 years. Now I'm going on, like, a year and a half. I'm actually more okay. It's usually just a year. It's, like, 6 months to a year. And it just drives you nuts. You're lonely. You know, you're not looking forward to going to bed, or, you know, being in bed, or going to sleep, because you're just like, well, shit, there's no one there. No, fuck that. After a year, or nearing close to a year, or after it, you start to live to learn. Like, you learn to live with yourself, and, you know, you start to learn to live with your psyche and your thoughts, and you're okay by yourself. You're okay. And I think that's what most people, they don't want that. They definitely don't want, they're not okay with living by themselves. The masturbation and all that, shit gets intense. But you know what, some days, some weeks, some months, you learn to live without that kind of stuff. The release is, you're okay without it. Because actually, you learn to live with, you know, that force just driving you, and you're like, yeah, I haven't gotten off in a while, and you're like, fuck that. Fuck relationships, and you're like, yeah. But then you give it and you're like, oh my god, that was amazing, and then life goes on, and you know, you don't necessarily need a relationship, you start to learn. Because they're weird. You have to find someone that is openly, willingly to accept, to take you as you. You have to find someone that will be okay to take that 50% of you and then learn to, you know, not even 50 sometimes, it's just 20. They just like your company, or they like how pretty you are, or handsome, or other shit. And, you know, you go for lunch dates and stuff like that, but it doesn't get past that, because they're just okay with that, and they're not looking for what you have, but they're looking for exactly what you have. That's fucked up. Like, the person is right there that's willing to take you, but you're not willing to take them, but you're willing to look for someone exactly like them that fits an image. And I don't think that people realize that. It's just, that person with the image is looking for another person with a different image, and you don't fit that image. And I think that's what a lot of people run into, and in the end, they're just heartbroken, or, you know, they're put off, and that same friend that they're looking for has what they need. You see, but this doesn't work all the time. It works sometimes, and you get that one person, you know, the bro that, or the girl that just outlives that moment of the friend zone, and, you know, they get by, and they realize, it's like, hey, I fucked up for years. I should have been dating you and shit like that. But anyhow, that's a whole different thing, because that happens to everyone. Currently, right now, just single. I'm kind of riding on someone's word of a job right now. He wants to hire me, he wants to send me to Caledon, to work, to weld, to learn, and I'm down. I'm super down. I told him everything, all of it. Going to school, going back, everything, and he's like, you know what, that's fine. He's like, what about afternoons, Saturdays, Sundays? I told him morning, night, afternoon, weekends, odd times. I'm like, you give me work I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking weld it up. Anyhow, nothing. I thought I had a lot of perspectives at one point in time, and then, you know what? It started to kick in my head. I'm not exactly ready for things. I haven't built up that wall of assurance, or, you know, security that some people require or need, and I don't have it myself. I'm nomadic when it comes to work and other things. I just recently held down something for like 11 months, which is not normal. It's good. As I said, it's secure. But I had a friend tell me that I'm not good with secure and comfort. I shouldn't get that because I'm better when I'm not comfortable. I'm forced to work in situations that have the better of me or the worse. And I learn more about myself that way. And I think, you know what? He was right. He was being brutally honest. And generally, he's being brutally honest and he's right. So, I'd rather sit home and play video games until I find something. And hopefully it, you know, I'm finding something now. And, yeah. I'm gonna write it out and see what he says, and if not, then yeah. But when it comes to relationships, again, I'm gonna get back to it to the 5th time. I'm trying to discover things about myself, write it out, see where it gets me, see where it builds in my personality, see how my personality builds with it. I don't think a lot of people are questioning that kind of thing. They're just idly going by as every single thing strings together their life day to day. They don't try to make that move, and you know, I passed up a lot of time. I wasted a lot of time during I could have went to shows, I could have went to the beach, I could have went to nude beaches, and that's something I've always been interested in. Just for the purpose of going, having that freedom there, as I said. It's a strange thing to say, but I don't think a lot of people have that that bravery just to go, and then like, boom, this is me, fuck you guys. Well, I think there's generally a lot of people in Toronto that end up doing that, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I just wanted to get a tan. I'm pale as fuck. We're gonna say single playing video games. That's exactly what I'm gonna do until I find, you know, something. There's dating websites, tons of dating websites, and everybody's just afraid on there. No one's willing to talk. Everyone's like, it's a face value judging, as I call it. It's a supermarket of men and women and girls and boys. It's like, it's, what the fuck? Well, I'd say men and women, because everyone there is super mature and live, laugh, love. It's laughable. No one's really down to earth, and no one down to earth is really willing to talk. And there's some people that do, they could hardly give a fuck about that thing because they know it's fake as fuck. I don't know. I'm nearing 8 minutes here, and I'm gonna try to keep it short. But overall, that's the status of things. It's like, what am I gonna do? You can't build a proper, if you don't have a proper foundation, how are you gonna build a relationship on anything? It's cool if you guys could, you know, if you could venture out and meet somebody, go for lunch and other shit, and you know, just meet up like a month, or twice a month or something like that, and you know, down to earth, something could build from it. But that's cool if it doesn't. You know, there's someone out there at least, you know, that connects up with you in that sense of a word. So yeah. Like, that's about it. For now, I just want to play, I don't know, Fallout 3 and listen to old music and just, I don't know. I found myself drinking a little too much. I said that every single video I was going to have wine in it. Way too much. I don't know, the other day I drank myself in a stupor, and like, I linked every single person that I could find that's willing to open, you know, this videos and on YouTube, and I was just like, yeah. I woke up and I'm like, nah, I fucked that up. I shouldn't be making YouTube videos for the sole purpose of being drunk before or after. It doesn't work. So whatever, man.